がここにいるうちの本物のスクールスポーツのために行こうぜベイビーバンこの国は気をつけて、現実になることがありますからね。
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm coming back with another video here in Japan. Get my day started. Hope everybody's well wherever you're at in the world watching this. God bless you and your family during this holiday season. But let's talk about Naoya Inoue. You know, he's obviously a popular subject in boxing, and especially on this channel, as he's been for almost a decade now. And for me specifically, I've been trying to figure out who the hell he's fighting, or who he could be fighting in the USA ever since Bob Arum said it out of his mouth that Inoue would be coming to the States and headlining a card in the States in 2025. I've been speculating a lot, and we now have an answer because the report's coming out that the front runner to get the Inoue fight in America in 2025, of course, provided we can't overlook Sam Goodman. I'm not disrespecting Sam Goodman. If he takes care of business against Sam Goodman here in Japan on Christmas, his May opponent or April opponent could be against Alan Picasso. Alan Picasso from Mexico, WBC #1 contender, 30 wins, no losses, 1 draw. Game fighter. You know, I've seen him fight on a couple of occasions. I think I've watched him fight about 3 or 4 times. Picasso, he's going to come to fight. One thing about Picasso, he's definitely going to come to fight. I don't think it'll be a boring fight. I've never really seen him in a boring fight. He definitely fits the criteria of what a Mexican fighter is. You know, high volume, come forward, pressure style. He's obviously going to be game enough, I feel, to make it exciting, but he won't have the skill, the know-how, or the punching power, I feel, to beat it in a way. That's my opinion. But he does have some volume, so we'll see how Inoue handles the volume and the pressure. And because if you look at the guys he's been fighting as of late, you know, Doheny, now Goodman, Neri, not a lot of these guys, not a lot of these fighters, Stephen Fulton, with the exception of maybe like a Marlon Tapales, not a whole lot of high volume punching guys. And anybody who's been in the ring and sparred Mexican fighters knows it's just different when you're in there with a high volume Mexican fighter, especially these guys. I'm not sure where Alan Picasso's from, but like these guys that live anywhere like in Mexico City or close to it, that do training there, the altitude is very, very high. So they're out in the mountains, they're very conditioned, their lungs are expanded real wide, they got great stamina. So we'll see how it goes. I wish Picasso the best. If this goes through for him, it's a good opportunity for him. Just to touch on his career and the fights I have seen of him, I saw him fight Azat Hovhannisyan, who Inoue has sparred, and I saw him fight the tough journeyman Eric Ruiz. And the fight that I really remember the most about Picasso was the Eric Ruiz fight, because in the Eric Ruiz fight, I think in the middle rounds he broke one of his hands, or fractured one of his hands. He had a really bad hand injury that he suffered right in the middle of the fight. And what I liked about Picasso and the character he showed was his ability to grind it out and get through the rounds pretty seamlessly. So he showed a lot of toughness in that fight. I think for the Inoue, I think Picasso's the perfect opponent from the Ohashi Promotions and Top Rank side of things, because Inoue is going to have a lot of opponent to hit with Picasso. Picasso's defense isn't like the best, but he is going to come to fight. He's going to be very game. He may even be getting his ass kicked for like round after round after round, but he's going to keep coming forward and be relentless, and it'll be up to Inoue to break him down and show that extra bit of quality when it counts. So it'll be what Inoue's first like headlining fight in the USA should be. It'll be an exciting fight. So is it the opponent I want to know? Am I like ultra surprised that Picasso's the front runner? Not ultra surprised, because he was one of only 2 viable options for an Inoue US fight, in my opinion. I always thought he was either going to fight a Picasso, Alan Picasso, or an Elijah Pierce, because those were the only 2 fighters that I think would have made for an exciting event in the US. That's just my opinion, and I was right. So, but what I'm surprised that they're going with him as the front runner for the fight, only because he's Mexican, of course, but just because you're Mexican, it doesn't automatically mean you're a big name. And to me, he's not like a big name. He hasn't really been involved in any big fights, headlined any big fights in the States. So, yeah, this is Top Rank. This is Ohashi Promotions. This is them betting on the star power of Inoue. They believe that he's going to sell tickets, and that's what I'm really intrigued about. I'm intrigued to see like how many of the Japanese come to the States, because I do know here in Japan the yen isn't particularly strong right now, so it doesn't convert as well to American dollars. So it's hard for a lot of Japanese to travel. But if there's anything I learned from 2023, when I went to the World Baseball Classic, when Japan played USA in the final. And that was in Miami, so mind you, this is on the other side of the country. A lot of Japanese came out to see Team Japan, and Otani and all them. So obviously, I don't think Inoue is quite as famous in Japan as Team Japan for the World Baseball Classic, but he is famous in his own right, and I do expect a solid contingent of Japanese fans to make their way to the States, whether this be in Vegas or California or something like that. And this is all part of the plan. The plan is to keep Inoue at 122, you know, have him fight Goodman here on Christmas, to handle business there. Picasso in April or May in the U.S., handle business there. Then maybe take him to Saudi where he can fight like a Merjan Akhmadaliev, something like that. And then eventually their plan for the final part of 2025 is going to be him to fight Junto Nakatani and do the biggest fight in Japanese boxing history, you know. Obviously, Junto would have to come up to 122 at some point, so we'll see when that happens for him. He still has business to take care of himself, unifying 118, and there's not like easy outs there. You got Seiya Tsutsumi there. You got some good fighters down there at 118. So for all the featherweights, you know, obviously I've been talking about Inoue going to featherweight for the longest time. I was hoping he would come to featherweight. He's not. So this I still view it as a good thing for guys like Angelo Leo and Espinoza and Nick Ball. This now gives the featherweight division a chance to sort out who's who, sort out who the best guy is. So, you know, if it's Espinoza, if it's Ball, if it's Angelo, if it's Fulton Figueroa winner, if it's Shushu Carrington, if it's somebody else that hasn't emerged yet, we will find out who's who. Obviously, you guys know I believe that guy will be Angelo Leo. I think he's the best featherweight in the world. And the fact that Inoue and Ohashi Promotions and Top Rank have made their roadmap clear, that gets me excited, because now it's like, okay, we know Inoue is not coming up to featherweight anytime soon, at least for like another year and a half to 2 years. So this is Angelo's chance to really stick his flag in the ground and show the world that, hey, he's the best featherweight in the world. And by the time Inoue does get to featherweight, God willing, we'll have all, if not most, of the belts and be in position for a great fight. But yeah, that's the news. So I look forward to Inoue versus Alan Picasso. I don't know where or when it'll be in the States. They're saying April or May. I would presume and assume Las Vegas, California, somewhere on the west, somewhere where it's easier for Japanese people to get to, somewhere where you know, Top Rank normally does their fights. So, you know, that's what I would assume, and I will be there because I've never seen Inoue. Well, I'm going to probably see Inoue fight live here in Japan, God willing. But you know, I've never seen him fight live in the States, so that would be an experience to share that with people in the States and continue my love for Japanese boxing out in the States. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys make of Inoue versus Alan Picasso from Mexico? And is there a chance you think Alan Picasso can win? Because I feel like Picasso's in a no-lose situation. If Inoue looks anything less than his extremely dominant self, and Picasso takes him the distance and wins a couple rounds, maybe hits him a couple times and shows that Mexican resilience, his stock goes up in a loss regardless. He can't lose. And if he wins, oh my God, then all of a sudden you're talking about potentially one of the biggest stars in boxing. Because whoever does beat Inoue, I feel, this is my opinion, whether it's Picasso or Junto or Espinoza or Angelo, whoever it may be, Bruce Carrington, whoever, if whoever does beat Inoue, regardless of the weight class, I just feel like they're going to go ahead and become a star of the sport. But leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. I appreciate all the support we've been getting throughout the year. It's been a tough, long year here on True School Sports, so I don't take none of this for granted, and I appreciate everybody who does tune in and watch. Even if you got something bad to say, thank you. If you got something good to say, thank you. Shout out to all the boxing fans and viewers from America, definitely Japan, and what is it? You know, Ayete Yokata. Nice to see everybody from Japan. You know, so yeah, God bless. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.